What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to WWE SmackDown. Here comes the Fiend in Memphis, Tennessee. Let's see what Kane in Tennessee has to say. Come on, Mr. Mayor, what do you got? And Vince still has a problem with your boy. Some of you may have been surprised at what happened at No Mercy, seeing Kane join the corporation. With me backing up the corporation, we are unstoppable. I mean, you are the boss, so yeah, that makes sense. And him, you need to decide your future. Should you join with us, or keep hanging around with that pack of degenerates? I mean, look, don't talk mess about Freakzilla. Meanwhile, main event tag team, The Fiend and Scott Steiner versus The Rock and Kane. But we have, opening the show, Goldberg and Steve Austin. In what universe would I ever open a show anywhere? The two biggest stars, what the hell? But Goldberg beats Steve Austin. Okay. Then we have Jericho, RVD, and the winner is, thankfully, Chris Jericho, part of the Power Trip. And so, I welcome you to a fine Monday here on the program. Kane looking very disturbed and disgusting, as he should at the time here, but we have some things to discuss. And one of the biggest things to discuss that happened on Friday night after I was done for the week making these videos was that WWE released Zelina Vega. And at 10 minutes before they released Zelina Vega, she put out a tweet saying, "I support unions," or rather, "I support unionization," which certainly there is none of that in the world of wrestling. Now, the reasoning behind her getting released all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere, it was the Twitch third-party cameo, etc., deals that they had that deadline. They were like, look, this gets shut down because we want to cut and we want to have it officially under the WWE umbrella, and you can't be having these third-party deals, and if you don't like it, you can get out. And we all thought the first casualty of that would be Paige. But shockingly enough, Paige is still there. Paige, from what I checked there, is still streaming. Whereas Zelina was the first one to get out of there and be like, no, I'm making more money on Twitch than I am from my contract, and because there's no house shows, there's no, pay-per-view downside bonuses anymore, then I need to make this extra money somewhere, and therefore she's making it there on Twitch. So we do know that some other companies out there, like AEW, allow their talents to use third-party platforms to make extra money and that whole thing. So, of course, the question is always going to be, with any release, will she end up on AEW? And I would say that's certainly a possibility. Also, The Rock here just working me over. I mean, look, he is the great one and all, but what the hell? Rock, deal with that. Like, I mean, it's been a couple days here, but I didn't get that bad overnight. What's happening here? Anyhow, so yes, that was a huge news story, and man, did she just perfectly time things on that thing where she knew they were going to put out a thing saying, hey, we wish you the best in your future endeavors. And she knew 10 minutes beforehand that she would get the most attention on this union issue to have that tweet there. And that was just absolute genius. Stomp on a mud hole and walk in it dry. So kudos to her on timing that thing the way she did. It was pretty good on her part. So where she ends up next, who knows? I think a larger question is what happens to her husband, Aleister Black. Do you put her husband through a table 8 weeks in a row? Is a question. But apparently Aleister wants to go back to NXT. And that, we'll see. Certainly he was treated better. Oh no, alright, FTR. Certainly he was treated better on NXT. Kept more serious on NXT. But, it is what it is, and whether or not he sticks around or not is a large question. I don't know how much longer his current contract would be, and if they would allow him to leave in these current times. I don't know. But now we have the Monster Kane, and that's going to be a problem with Kane. That's got to be Kane. That's got to be a tag to Freakzilla. So, can I put Kane in the Steiner recliner? That's a question. That's a question. But there were other things happening in the world of wrestling. Certainly SmackDown on Friday. Not too much to discuss there from SmackDown, but we did have the debuting and then immediately injured Chelsea Green. Like, she's been out for how long? She finally came back and then immediately broke her wrist. And I'm not sure if that was the same wrist as last time, but yes, just immediately. Which is not a good look. Because, you know, once the company, or I guess Vince, views you as injury prone, it is hard to escape that particular thing with him. So, apparently she was supposed to win and be on the team for this weekend. But, no. Instead, Liv Morgan won that match and is on your team. And also, the fact that we're on the go-home week, we're on the go-home show, and we don't have the full teams announced here is kind of wild. So, yeah, this year is just a weird year for a lot of reasons, for a lot of things. So, that's gotta be Kane in the torture rack. And then neck breaker onto the big red machine. So, elsewhere, besides that, we had some kind of confusion on the current status of Riho in AEW, and that she had posted a picture of her in a Stardom tracksuit. The Mist! Usually, when you're in that Stardom tracksuit, it means that you are full-time at Stardom. And they were like, is she done with AEW? Certainly she is stuck in Japan because of current conditions. Like, we get that. But the clarification was that, yes, apparently she still is under contract with AEW and is not a full-time at Stardom or, you know, those kinds of things. And also, I could have got you, Kane. I could have got you, Kane. But now we got Die, Rocket, Die. As there was that sidewalk slam on that. And I don't want double the rock bottom if I can possibly help it with this whole thing. And Rock gets into the Steiner recliner. Also, speaking of AEW, there is an injury update. Mr. Brody Lee has some kind of a minor ankle injury. That is why he's been off TV currently. Which, I would think the result of a dog collar match should keep you off TV for a bit. Just because of the nature of that whole thing. Ideally. But, Rock. We're taking you down, Rock. Corporation going down, Rock. A 2? Only a 2 count with The Rock. That's not what I want to happen at all. Not at all. The Rock, not at all. We will DDT you into oblivion, if at all possible. So yeah, there was that going on with those things. What else? It's Monday. Oh no, rock bottom on the feed! It's Monday, which means we have a Raw tonight in our go-home show for the pay-per-view, right? And we saw on Friday, McIntyre was there to confront Roman, saying, I'm going to beat Randy Orton, right? That's going to happen tonight on Raw, and then I'm going to fight you another rock bottom. Scott, get in here. What are you doing, Scotty? He said, I'm going to beat Randy Orton. I'm going to fight you on Sunday. That's going to happen. Now, I feel like that, in and of itself, is an invitation for Roman, who feels disrespected, to be on Raw tonight, and Roman will cost Drew the match. And then that will be that for that, and Randy Orton will still be champion at the end of tonight. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the most logical response there for that thing. Because otherwise, why wouldn't Drew beat Randy Orton? Like, I don't get it. But I think if Randy Orton loses tonight, the possibility, make a tap, the possibility, come on Kane, you want to tap. Give up. There we go. Knocked him out. If Randy loses tonight, the possibility of him eventually hitting that 16 times by, say, WrestleMania gets that much higher. And, look, why even win a match if you're just going to do this to me again. Where's Scott Steiner? Where's my faction? He was just here. Kurt Angle? It's true. It's damn true. I can't believe it. He's a SmackDown superstar, isn't he? Did he switch shows? He seems to be helping him out. What's he doing here? Oh, it's true. With a broken freaking neck. I don't know what it means, but Kurt is now in front of us. This feud has had some bizarre new developments. I am now at 80 SP. And yet I'm still in a feud and can't challenge for a title. That sucks. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. Hey, what's up? Things can't be going too great, huh? I've heard about all the troubles you've been having. Anyway, I wanted to tell you, I didn't do this to join your faction or anything. I just didn't like what the corporation was doing. Don't take it the wrong way or anything. Thanks, Kurt, I guess. I mean, you could join if you wanted to. You can talk with Booker T. Can you dig that? What are you looking at, dog? I'm looking at the 5-time. You don't want none of Booker T. You're not a superstar, you're an entertainer. Shut up, sucker. I guess the first one? Don't insult Booker T, dog. You should know, Booker T is the 5-time champion. What do you think him stands for? The way I see it, you're just a little punk. Now, can you dig that? Pause. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Sucker! Alright, so did I lose a SP there, or... Yeah, alright, you got this, Booker T. Alright, look, that's fine. The Fiend versus Goldberg again. Oh my god. But first, Bubba, Hurricane, and Stacy versus Lance, Randy, and Jazz. What a weird 6-person tag team match. That's really okay. And Lance Storm was serious for a moment when he pinned Stacy Keibler. Wow. Okay. Meanwhile, I get to fight Goldberg again. Now, I do feel like that if Randy loses tonight, that he will be able, like, next time to be 15 times, right? And that's so close to 16 that they could do some shenanigans to get him to 16 by, like, January, February, right? That wouldn't be hard. And, of course, if he was still champion at 16, then it wouldn't make any sense to have him fight Cena, to have Cena be like, alright, I'm going to beat you, and then hit 17. What you want, ideally, is that both men are at 16. Neither man is champion, and the championship is vacated, right? You can have a tournament, whatever it is that you think you need to do to get them both to 16, and then have the match be for that 17-time thing. Make that happen for WrestleMania. I don't see a bigger possible WrestleMania match, main event, than John Cena, Randy Orton, and the winner breaks Ric Flair's record. Like, that would be the thing, right? And that would be insane. Now, granted, not having a crowd for that sucks, but I can't see them booking any bigger match than that if Randy loses tonight. But personally, I think Roman interferes and Randy retains that title. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. But if I was going to book it and wanted to book the biggest possible Mania main event, that is that main event. And who becomes the first ever 17-time world champion would be a thing to tune in for. Because I honestly don't know. Who would it be? Would it be Cena? Would it be Randy? I don't know. Right? We're in a pandemic. Anything is possible in the year 2021 at this point. So, do that. Do that. But we'll see. We'll see. But yes, we also have those tag team belts on the line. German. Nope, he reversed it. And will we see... Oh, man. Nice half and half. Will we see new tag team champions crowned tonight and change that match? So it would be the Hurt Business versus the Street Profits for that show. I don't know. Honestly, this year, more than any other year, for this show of Raw vs. SmackDown, I'm not sure who wins. Right? Last year was pretty easy. It was the first year with NXT, and therefore you assumed NXT would get the lion's share of those victories because it was their first year in it, right? But this year is different, man. Like, this whole best of the best thing, it's just weird. So, I don't have a call right now. I will definitely have up my predictions on Saturday, as I usually do. So, we'll see. Busted him open. Busted him open with a kick. Take that, Goldberg. Get pinned. 2 and 3. Thank you. It's over. And, of course, I will attack him after the match because we're in competing factions here. Why wouldn't I? That's right, Goldberg. It's what you deserve for that show in Saudi. You're too old for this. And the main event is Kurt Angle versus Kane. Kurt is getting an additional beating after his match. He was on the other show, so here he is now learning how to behave around here. What happened to Southern hospitality? Go help him. Well, here comes him, King. He is returning the favor from last week and getting Kane out of here. Now, could this be a trap? Maybe. Kurt is showing his gratitude. It looks like he might just join this faction. Him may have found himself a strong ally. So, they get Kane, I get Kurt. Fair's fair. And my SP stays at 80, baby. But that's going to do it for this Monday. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. And I'll see you next time. And I'm out.